Hello everyone, welcome back! I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, we've got a lineup of stories to discuss. First up, there's talk about the possibility of a new $50 federal minimum wage becoming a reality. We'll delve into this proposal from a potential future lawmaker. Additionally, Senator Marco Rubio from Florida recently shared a surprising statistic regarding payments for Social Security beneficiaries compared to refugees, so we'll be touching on that too. Before we jump into the main content, if you could take a moment to give this video a like, it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel. Now, on to our lead story for today, which unfortunately is quite somber. The recent Super Bowl parade held by the Kansas City Chiefs, celebrating their back-to-back championships, turned tragic with a mass shooting incident. This sort of senseless violence is deeply concerning, as it instills fear in the community and raises questions about our societal norms. The debate around reinstating the death penalty on a national scale is resurfacing, especially in cases where there's overwhelming evidence of guilt. Moving on to other news, there's been a proposal for a significant increase in the federal minimum wage, with Democratic Representative Barbara Lee advocating for a $50 minimum wage in California. Such a drastic hike raises numerous economic concerns, particularly regarding small businesses' ability to cope. The potential repercussions could include job losses and inflation, leading to a strain on the economy. In conclusion, these issues highlight the complexities of our society and the importance of thoughtful consideration when proposing significant policy changes. Let's continue to engage in constructive dialogue and seek solutions that prioritize the well-being of all members of our community. Do you think they'd just hike up beef prices to compensate for that, or for anything else in their store? Absolutely. So, while you might be earning $50 per hour, you'll likely end up paying a lot more for goods and services as well. This would essentially put us back at square one, where even $50 an hour wouldn't be enough to make ends meet in California. It's quite a wild proposal, and I'm not even sure if it's being put forward seriously or just to grab headlines. Obviously, $50 an hour is a far-fetched idea, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you believe we should increase the federal minimum wage, and if so, by how much? Moving on to our final story for today's video, we have Senator Marco Rubio from Florida, addressing an issue he's been vocal about for some time. He's raised concerns about the disparity between Social Security beneficiaries and refugees. It's puzzling to see someone who has worked hard for decades receiving much less in benefits compared to a recent refugee. Rubio highlights cases where refugees receive substantial government assistance, including cash payments, Medicaid, and food stamps, while some Social Security recipients struggle to make ends meet with smaller checks. Rubio's example of a refugee making more in benefits than a lifelong worker receiving Social Security is indeed thought-provoking. He suggests that perhaps refugees should engage in some form of work or community service to reduce reliance on government aid. It's a complex issue that warrants discussion. What are your thoughts on this matter? Share your opinions in the comments below. That wraps up today's video. I hope you found it insightful and engaging. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. In conclusion, today's discussion has touched upon a spectrum of pressing issues, from the contemplation of a substantial increase in the federal minimum wage to the disparities between Social Security beneficiaries and refugees. These topics underscore the intricacies of our societal fabric and the necessity for careful deliberation when proposing significant policy changes. As we navigate these complexities, let's strive for constructive dialogue and solutions that uphold the well-being of all individuals within our communities. Thank you for joining today's conversation, and I look forward to further engagement.